buys and buys and more buys, and Liquid are finding a way right now. The orbs are coming out in these very early stages to make the difference, but that was a beautiful hold from Elige there. If you can just keep up that composure there towards the broken wall. I mean, Fnatic right now, seeing Simple early in the round towards A, they don't have a very simple option. I mean, previously we would see them trying to take over a drop zone, and that was a very effective play. That might be something that they have to go back towards, you know, going for a more map control oriented approach off of a default, as opposed to just going for these straight up rushes or just relying on one player to get himself in that lurk position, as we saw failed with JW previously. So Liquid, they're stepping up here. I thought they were starting to fall flat in this first map, but they found something.
But Fnatic are hot on their heels. This is really difficult. Even these rounds Liquid are winning are really difficult. You saw one round where Liquid put 4 people on the B bomb site. They had Simple hold 2 places on A by himself. He managed to look at the right place, the right time to take down Dennis. But the very next round, Fnatic know exactly what they were up to. They put 4 players over towards the A site to try and counter what the CTs were up to. So Liquid have to keep being unpredictable here and get the frags. Otherwise, Fnatic can still take this.
You can never count them out, can you? You should absolutely never, ever count out Fnatic. So, I mean, here it is. We have that timeout starting to run down, and Fnatic, they're able to make a lot of decisions here, and they are very important against what Liquid are bringing to the table.
Look at that crowd.
It is glorious, James.
14,000 people in a sold-out arena here in Cologne, Germany, to see Fnatic go up against Liquid. Who's going to make it to the final? This is only map number 1, and it will continue in 12 seconds. 5 AKs here for the Fnatic side. They've got a reasonable amount of grenades as well. And now Liquid's buys are starting to improve. They're starting to build themselves a bit of a buffer here. We have a few players with 3 to 4 to 5k for Liquid. So if they lose this round, then there's still opportunity for them to mount a reasonable defense. They have a lead, a very thin 1-round lead at the moment versus Fnatic.
So we're starting to get back into this one now, as the freeze time is about to be completely diminished, and things once again will resume, and there will be no more pauses here until we have a winner on Cobblestone. Liquid with the double orb, Simple reaching in and pulling out something that Liquid may not have realized was even there to bring them back in this one, and Fnatic trying a new approach after that timeout. But what have they come up with? We do have the bomb moving towards A long, as we have more of a presence map control based play towards B.
Now we have a difference in the setup from Liquid. Nitro's been boosted on the top of the wall towards the hill over towards A. Problem is, he's got 3 Ts coming his way, and they are walking the entire way. Nitro's going to have no idea. Simple coming around towards the door area though. Round the side, he's going to spot loads of players. That's going to raise Elong to Nitro, but what can he do here? Still holding the high ground. See the player on the side. 2-man spray down to Nitro. No! Simple's going to steal the kill, but all the frags are going away with Liquid here. Solid hold. They don't lose a single player there.
It's happening right now. Fnatic's economy completely crushed. They're able to scrap together an AWP, a Tech-9 armor, some grenades, but it is desperation here, as Fnatic don't have enough to really post a proper buy against Liquid, and Liquid are just storming through these attacks at the moment. Simple has been key in some of these, but Elige and Nitro, the men that have been quieter in months previous, now once again showing why people believe them to be such upcoming star-level players. And we have olofmeister. It's in his hands right now, looking for the entry, but he's going to get naded to pieces, down to 24 health. And once again, they're going to test Simple. Oh, what is that flick from Simple? That is fantastic. And all of a sudden, Liquid know exactly what's going on as they start to go for the rotation. Simple still alive on 5 HP. What else can he do?
The CTs need to get through these choke points. Speaking of which, JW is trying to get sneaky here. That nade could cause problems. Flush is going to lose 1 HP from that. This is Bedlam. Everybody's on the A site now, apart from JDM looking for the flank here. Look at JW's position. Is this going to pay off for the team? Elige and Nitro around the site at the moment. JW looking for the flankers. Fnatic trying to figure out where these CTs are before they commit. There's still a minute on the clock here. They don't need to plant the bomb just yet. Everybody waiting now. JW still jockeying for position. Flusher, olofmeister, Crims, all heavily tagged, as is Simple with the big green gun. olofmeister looking behind him, making sure there's no CTs coming in for the flank, and JW still causing problems. He's going to win an important duel, but he's heavily tagged as well. Everyone's tagged for the T's now. Can they get the bomb down? There's a player on site in Nitro. He's putting in work. Flusher and olofmeister remaining. Down goes JDM. Everyone's tagged. It's just olofmeister left versus 2. He's got to plant the bomb, but he's got 30 seconds to do it. 2 orbs and 1 AK. He's not going to see the angle here. Nitro's going to take it for Liquid, 16 to 13. Is this happening, Dan? Is Nico going to the final?
This is just so unbelievable right now. I didn't know that Liquid could do all of this. Taking it to Fnatic, showing that there is definitely a reason to respect Liquid going forwards, but there is still much more work to be done here by Liquid as they're about to approach one of the best maps for Fnatic Cash, and that's been one of their most dominant maps of late throughout the entire tournament. It's something that Fnatic can truly rely on and find confidence in. But it is time to go to the desk to get the thoughts of the analysts after that amazing first map on Cobblestone.
It really wasn't simple for Fnatic. Simple, of course, delivering as well. Top of the scoreboard for the North American side. And one of the things we said on the desk right to start things off was that Liquid had to win this to stay competitive. It was their pick, and they have managed to secure the victory. The North Americans take the lead in the series. Duncan, we didn't quite see this coming on the desk. We were leaning towards Fnatic, albeit...
I
definitely did. There's definitely a Liquid shirt genuinely on this desk. We'll start with the two people that believed in Fnatic.
Okay, calling us out, of course. I mean, Fnatic certainly brought it to them still.
Yeah.
It was a really tough test for the guys from Liquid. And one of the reasons why I thought Liquid wouldn't win this map is because I thought that was an anomaly what happened against Na'Vi, because not only was Liquid very, very good, but then Simple just went out of the stratosphere and could not be touched at all. Now, he did in this game, but towards the end, okay? He wasn't as crazy throughout the game. That's why Fnatic was in it. And obviously, Fnatic had some great pistol round play, so they had many more rounds to kind of buoy themselves up. But at the end, yeah, I mean, this boy's unbelievable. Like, some of those shots at the end, once he gets into that sort of a zone, he's certainly one of the hardest players in the world to play against, I think.
We need to also understand that you've got a roster that